Michigan State, Wisconsin, Gator. This is a dig deep kind of game, and it seems like there was a time this year that would have been a good time to play Wisconsin, and I'm not sure this is it. Jim Leonhard, takes over for Paul Chryst, who was fired, and he's a young, kind of dynamic coaching candidate, and I'm not sure if they rallied around him last week to pound Northwestern, or Northwestern's just that much of a mess. So I'm not quite sure if that really is something to be fired up about if you're a Wisconsin fan. But Leonhard was considered a hot name. I don't know if the team's responding to him or not. Meanwhile, for Michigan State, it's such a cliche to say. I think it's important that they get off to a good start. But Gator, keep the fans engaged from moment one, and don't allow for there to be an exodus. A true home field advantage needs a fast start, right?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't played with a lead since Akron, as far as I can tell, looking back at the schedule. They had a chance against Ohio State to tie it, and they missed the extra point, right? I mean, it's just it's been a brutal stretch of these 4 games. They're where they're at for a bunch of reasons. Injuries are a big part of it, not having the shelves stocked with players ready to come, and you've got only 2 recruiting classes to work with to build up that depth. It's tough, and they didn't hit on a lot of the transfers that they were hoping to hit on. But it doesn't mean all is lost. I mean, they do have some talent on this team. The quarterback is not playing at the level that he can play, so he can improve. The running game can certainly be better than they have been. I said during the crosstalk with Stoney and Jansen, I want to see Elijah Collins play. I just want to see him play. If he's not doing well in practice, if that's the reason he's not getting reps, then let's get over that, because what he's done when he's gotten in the game is he just runs hard. It's like when I watch Craig Reynolds play with the Lions. I don't care if he doesn't have his pedigree. He runs hard. Give him the football. See what he can do. And Michigan State's going to have to run the ball. They're going to have to control the clock a little bit. It'd be nice to get the tight ends back involved in the offense. We haven't seen them involved in the offense in forever. I want to see that. And yet you can't ignore that you might have an advantage when it comes to the wide receivers. So you can't ignore what you have there, which are a couple of really, really good receivers. But if you don't have time to throw, and if you're not opening holes for the running backs to go through, you've got nothing. And it's always been that my problem with Michigan State. When they struggle, it's the offensive line. And that's why I preach it so much in the NFL with the Lions, why I'm so happy with what they've done, is they finally built an offensive line. And when you see what a good offensive line can do for you, it opens up everything. So that's what I want to see. I'm concerned that the attitude at Michigan State from the players, I'm concerned that that all this losing is going to weigh a heavy toll. Here comes Wisconsin, and they're maybe revitalized a little bit with Jim Leonhard's promotion, but they're going to have to be up for it. You said it brilliantly. It's get off to a good start. If you start with the football, march down the field 75 yards and score a touchdown, end up with 7 points. If Wisconsin's got the ball first, get them to go 3 and out, or limit it to they have to punt from their side of the field. The good start is imperative for Michigan State, and they have to build on that.
So Payton Thorne earlier this week said that his back was bothering him and it's limited him. How close do you think they are to giving a more serious early game look at Noah Kim at quarterback?
He's got that, and I think he's got some rib issues too. I think they have to be close. If he doesn't have it, if he's throwing, remember we started the season, he was throwing the ball high, yet they were still winning those first couple games. They were able to get past that. But he's got to be better for them. And what made him pretty good for Michigan State last year was he was able to take off and run. And he's not running effectively this year, probably because he's banged up. So if he's not able to do that and take advantage of that, maybe we do need to see some more of Noah Kim until Payton Thorne gets healthier. You're not going to get healthier playing in a football game.